Good afternoon, inline skaters. This is James Mackey, and these are my new wheels. They are light up wheels, and I got them from an application called Geek. That is Geek. The application's color is green, and I ordered these wheels, and 21 days later, here I am. These wheels are light up, and I am going to be testing them out today. The name brand of the wheels I do not know. It is in Japanese. The wheels are 90A hardness, and they are 76 millimeters in the front and 80 millimeters in the rear. I chose them like that because with this hockey skate, that's the only type of wheels I can put on. That is what the frame is made for. You can individually order the wheels on that application. They are $5 per wheel. That is shipping included. They sell the wheels individually, and that comes out to be about $40. These wheels are not crazy expensive like other wheels would be that light up, but on the application that I ordered these from, they do not necessarily just sell skating products. They sell other products too for a cheaper price. The reason why the price is so cheap is because it comes straight from the manufacturer and you don't have to worry about a third party selling it to you. So what I am testing for here today is to see how fast I can go. This is my first time in 90A hardness wheels, and at this point I don't regret it. Seems like these wheels have a pretty good grip so far on the asphalt that I am on. I will be testing these wheels with a variety of roughness to the roads, cracks, gravel, wooden bridges, which I am on right now. And they seem like any other ordinary wheels to me. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the hardness in the wheels. A lot of times I just think it depends on who manufactures the wheels, depending on how hard and soft they are. So far, I see in these wheels that it is harder to skate on these wheels. The reason being would be that it takes friction in order for the wheels to light up. Well, usually you have a centerpiece in the middle of your bearings on each wheel. Well, these wheels come with their own centerpiece. That centerpiece is what lights the wheel, and you have to put it just tight enough in the frame in order for the wheels to have the appropriate squeeze to the centerpiece. That way the wheels can successfully light up. I am not going to lie to you, this has been one of the hardest skates I have skated in a long time, because these wheels did tire me out drastically. These wheels required a lot of my strength, energy, and agility. And make sure that you have a lot of energy before you go on a skate like this with some wheels like these. But regardless of the wheel, I will wear the wheel down, and I will not just put them aside and never use them again. Every wheel that I get, I am determined to use them and roll on them until they become unrollable. If there is a pair of light up wheels that you do like better, please let me know, and I would probably try them out. The park that I am in right now is Randolph Park. This park is located south of Houston in the Clear Lake area. It is one of my favorite parks to skate at night because in a lot of areas it is well lit, and it has its share of police officers that stay there up until 10 o'clock. Now that the days are getting shorter, my time is limited to skate. Like most people, I have a job. This is Jaron. He's rolling up right behind me. We are skating together. We are trying to keep up with each other. He is having the same issue that I am having right now, which is slow rolling wheels. He has a brand new set of wheels as well that he got online for a decent price. That's the thing about getting new wheels. Some wheels, you never know how they're going to be. That's why you have to test your edges. Start off slowly, then once you get the confidence, then you can practice your power slides, break them in. Eventually the wheels will roll faster. I've noticed that these wheels are a little on the cheaper side, but what do I care? They light up. These wheels, I've noticed whenever I put them on a hockey skate, I spun the wheels and they seem to roll unevenly. I figured the more I roll in these wheels, the more evenly they will wear. The 90A hardness does make it easier for me to roll through the grass. But the cracks in the asphalt are always there and they are always the same. And with any wheel, you will fall if you fall into the crack. These wheels do a good job at lighting the pavement, but I would not solely rely on that. As you can see, I am using the light on my Galaxy S5 to light up the asphalt. These are not my favorite wheels, but they are a pair I do like. I plan on going to other parks and testing them out. Not just this one. Preferably, I like to use these towards the end of the day. During the day, you can still see the wheels light up amazingly. They just look like green and blue wheels. You would never even know they're light up wheels during the day. But at night, you can really tell that they're light up wheels. I am just waiting for Jaren to catch up. This is probably the roughest patch through this park right here. See all the cracks in the asphalt. One wrong move. Practicing a power slide on different types of pavement will help you improve. Practice it on asphalt, concrete. You can even play around with gravel too. Sooner or later, I want to get me a pair of SUV skates with the inflatable tires, and I want to see how successful I would be stopping in grass. I'm a man of different things. I like variety. This would be a Friday skate. Usually on Fridays and Saturdays. I guess on the weekend the park is well lit. Mostly for sports, soccer fields. During the weekdays though, this field is not lit, so it would be extremely dark on this area of the park. Mostly through the rest of the park is well lit, except for this area. Here is a close-up of the wheels. No matter what skate you wear, or what kind of wheels that you have, it is never good to be too confident in what you do. It is good to be confident, but not too confident. I've noticed that the times that I am too confident is whenever I care less about danger and I end up hurting myself. Fear is a healthy fear, and it is what keeps you from leaving your teeth on the concrete. And all of us want our teeth. That would be pretty bad for a school photo or a new job picture on your ID badge. Missing 2 front teeth. Every once in a while, I have my energy burst. And once I get a good confidence level, I try new things. I try to go to parks where they have water fountains. I am at one right now. it is always good to have. Take out your water bottle and your backpack and refill it, and then continue on your way. You always want to have plenty of water. Just about everywhere I go, whether it be night or during the day. During the day I need more water than at night. It is very humid in Houston, so hydration is key. Most people don't like wearing a backpack, but I know that it is necessary for what I am trying to do. Barely tapped my camera. I am circling the baseball field right now. So far I turned pretty good in these skates. Let's take these through the grass. Let's see how far I can really go. It's always fun to explore new areas, especially areas that are not meant for what you're trying to do. I like getting into a little bit of trouble. Hope security wasn't watching. So far, that has been one of the furthest rolls I have done in these wheels. In grass. I chose green and blue lights for my wheels. Blue is my favorite color. I don't really have a secondary favorite color, but green will have to do. I've also ordered one more pair of these, and they are going to be white and red. I am still waiting for those in the mail. I'm not in a rush for them to get here, because I am pretty content with these. Running through grass has always been a little bit harder, and these hockey skates, they do put an extreme amount of pressure on your ankles if you have them tight. The boot is a stiff boot, hard plastic. Here is a closer view of the wheels again in grass. The adventures you can have on skates are limitless. It is always a fun cardio for me to do. I try to go over the roughness of this street without falling. The more I find myself bending my knees, the more likely I am able to go over rough pavement. It's never a good idea to straighten your legs and lean completely forward, because that is a faceplant waiting to happen. It's always a good idea to bend your knees, and as you become a better skater, you will be less stiff. You will bend your knees more and lean slightly forward instead of all the way forward. Here is the edge of the park. I am not going to be leaving the park because there is no police outside of the park. I try to be as safe as possible. when it comes to skating. I don't always wear my knee pads and elbow pads, but I do wear them some of the time. Or at least on skates where I am not sure how I am going to fall or if I'm not comfortable. I am trying to pick up some kind of speed in these skates. Again, it is very, very hard to maneuver in these skates as far as the speed goes. I was out of breath, but it was a great workout. I usually enjoy workouts that make me work harder. So whenever I switch the wheels off these skates and put on my old wheels, I should be able to fly with ease. I end this segment of rolling through the grass and take my breather. Now I'm going to be practicing how to stop as I play some music. That song was called Tighten Up by the Black Keys. Right here, me and Jaren are practicing our parallel stop. I am briefly trying to show him how to stop while teaching myself. I seem to be getting better at it, considering I can come to a stop halfway. It's when I make a complete circle is whenever I know I failed. But either way, so far at this point, I see that stopping on these wheels are pretty good. They're not too bad at all. Just about with any wheel, you get used to the grip. I am not an ice skater, but I can imagine that ice skating and rollerblading would probably be kind of the same thing. The same maneuvers. If you can do a power slide on rollerblades, then you can probably do it ice skating too.
Those are good takes on that angle.
That is the end of take 1 of our practicing, and here is take 2 with a little more power. I try my power slides a little harder in this video clip. Of course, between clips we are getting the rest that we need, so don't always think that we are just full and ready and with bursts of energy all the time. Power slides can be both fun and very dangerous. Always remember to control your speed. If you feel like you cannot make the power slide, then simply just don't do it. The day that you fall and you bust yourself on your hip, you're going to regret it. You may be out of skating for a couple of weeks. Yes, it can take that long. I almost lost it right there on my power slide with a kick into the air for no reason. And there is Jaren's way of slowing down. And there is mine again. So far, the parallel power slide is one of my favorites, as I'm demonstrating right here. And also that is one of my favorites too. Jumping is something I need to practice at more. And also landing it. And there's Jaren's applause for me. Good job, Jaren. Baby steps. We will eventually get there. I don't know what I would call that, but it is some sort of practice. Just playing around, I guess. That is because my legs were too straight. So I practice on each side. I don't want to be overconfident on one side, but not good enough on the other. So I tried to work my way to the right and work my way to the left on stopping. It helps you exercise both sides of your brain. Of course, it is good to practice in an open parking lot like this instead of out in the street where there is moving traffic. The more you practice, the better you'll get. I know practice can be kind of tedious, stopping over and over and over again. But it is better to practice and do this 50,000 times than not being able to skate for the next couple of weeks because you fell. You never want to inflict any kind of damage on you because there's always a risk that it could be permanent damage. Here is Jaren's wacky personality. Just always remember that whenever you practice stopping like this, it is good to wear elbow pads and knee pads and a helmet. I'm not wearing any right now, but sometimes I do. You know you had a good skate whenever you were practicing so hard that you fall down. Oh, speaking of falling down, Jaren is working very hard. Watch out, Jaren. There is my famous power slide. I wish I could do the power slide on the left side, like I do on my right. Oh wow, I really like that landing. I think Jaren left the ground. Yep. There's 1 foot. You'll get there, Jaren. Don't worry. And there's me speeding off. And there goes Jaren. I really appreciate y'all watching my video. And we are taking off now because security is going to be closing the park. I really look forward to y'all watching again.